Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be showing you my updated makeup routine. Since my last video, I've changed a lot of things about how I do my makeup, the way I do it, and like how fast I even do it now. I can do my makeup a lot quicker than I used to. I have new products that I use, new tricks, new tips. I'm also going to be using the curve case today. I just got it in the mail this morning in the post, so I'm excited for that. If you like the sound of that and you want to see the end result, keep on watching. Right, so I'm just gonna clip my hair back. I'm just using I have a mirror to the right of me and I'm also looking at the viewfinder, so if I am looking to the side a lot, that is the reason why. I'm just gonna like clip my hair back just to make sure it's fully out of my face. Now my hair's fully out of my face, we can start. So we're gonna start with primer. I now use the Milk mattifying primer. This is like the best primer I've found for my oily skin. It really does like blur the pores, and it is matte. It's so good. So I'm just gonna all over me all my days. I'm just gonna put that all over my face. I do have moisturizer on, sunscreen on, and a serum on underneath, just my usual skincare. I've currently got the travel size, that's why it's quite small. Although I feel like this is a large bowl. The fact that this is the travel size is crazy to me. It is on the pricier side, and like some of my products are on the pricier side. I've got like travel size of it, but I feel like the quality is what justifies me buying the products. Like I wouldn't just buy something because it's expensive. Now we're gonna go into my base. I started using the Pixie Hydro Skin Tint, the H2O Skin Tint. This one, I thought it was my shade when I bought it off the site, but like having it here, it's just a little bit light for me, but that's okay because that's something we can fix with contour. It's really nice on the skin. This is great for the summer. It has like a nice cooling effect on your skin, and it's like a gel, like watery texture. I think it's great for oily skin. This feels like amazing on, so I just pump a few squirts of that all over my base. I used to not use anything as a base because I'd been looking for a really long time for a like lightweight foundation or a like BB cream or something like really light, because I don't like to have a full coverage like base because I just feel like it feels thick, but this feels really light and it's really cooling on the skin. It's so nice. And I'm just gonna blend that in with a brush. So yeah, as you can see, this one is a little bit light for me, but I'm gonna buy a new one once this one's finished, and then I'll make sure to buy the right shade. But it's really nice. It is worth it if you're looking for like a nice lightweight skin tint that's really light coverage. I would highly recommend you getting this one. I've now blended that all in, and we're gonna now move on to cream blush. Normally I would use the Rare Beauty cream blush, but today we're gonna try out the Made by Mitchell blushes. I'm so excited. This is literally a full-on first impression. I'm gonna use this brush. I think I'm gonna go for Cherry Cola because I love this kind of like mauve kind of blush. Like I used to use a mauve powder brush before. I'm scared that this brush might be a bit big. We'll see. We'll just use this brush. This is more of like a foundation brush, but I'm gonna use it for cream blush. I like to put my cream blush underneath concealer. I like to put the blush first, and then I like to put concealer on top because I like how that looks. Get a little bit on there. So I'm just gonna put it where I'd normally put my blush. High up my cheekbone like this, and then a little bit like underneath, and then a little bit on the apples of my cheek too. Just like that. I quite like the colour. I feel like I've put a little bit too much though, like up here. I need to like blend that down, but I quite like the colour. It's a really nice pretty pink, soft. Yeah, I think it's a really nice soft like pretty pink. Blends really nicely. Like I think that's so seamless. That's such a pretty pink. I love it so much. I'm gonna put more some on this side. Yeah, I really like it. That looks so pretty. I really like it. I need to get a better brush though, like another packing brush, because this is too big for this palette. Like I've already kind of stained the side of it, if you can see. I'm excited for the contour now. I'm so excited. Moving on to contour, I'm not sure what shade to go for out of these. I don't know what's going to actually match me. I'm gonna swatch it on my wrist first. Let's do that. Swatch each color. Can't even show you nicely because I forgot, like, when you turn your wrist around it like twists. But these are the colors. I should have done it on my other wrist actually. Yeah, I'd say these two top shades are cool toned, and then these two are more warm toned, like more of like a bronzer. I usually go for more of like a cool tone. So I think what I'm going to do is try this shade, blend and snatch. I'm going to try blend and snatch, and if that's too light, then I will go for a little bit of the darker color, which is a Rituation. Kind of scared. Oh wait, that is nice. Wait, this gets messy though. I will say it's already getting messy. They're really creamy. Oh, okay, yeah, that is nice. That is not too harsh, quite subtle for me, which is what I like. Yeah, if you want to get the Made by Mitchell palette, I fully recommend. It looks so natural as well. I kind of wish I put the blush on top. I might put some more blush on top actually. And then what I like to do is kind of put a little bit like on the eyes to like drag the eyes upwards. It just helps the face to look a bit more snatched. It drags the eyes upwards, especially after like I put my concealer. All on my jawline as well, on my nose, and some on my forehead. Blush and contour done. Overall rating of this palette, I would give it a 10 out of 10. My honest review, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. So now we're gonna move on to concealer. So what I like to do is I use the Too Faced Born This Way concealers. I use the shade Cocoa and Chai. My hair is like not fully up the way. I need to get like one of those headbands that like fully put your hair out of your face. So what I do is I take the lighter color, which is Chai, and I like to put that in the inner corners of my eyes. Just like this. And then I will take the correct skin tone concealer, which is Cocoa for me, and then I'll put that right next to it. This. And then in the corner, going upwards. And then I like to put some on my upper lip because I have a lot of hyperpigmentation there. So I'm gonna leave that to like dry, kind of dry-ish a little bit. So whilst that's drying, I like to move on to my brows. So I use the Got To Be brow gel to just brush up my brows. Now, this is going to be quite difficult for me to show on camera, but I will show best I can. I use the NYX Professional Lift and Snatch brow pen. I don't remember what shade this is, but it's probably the darkest shade. What I do, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I wipe some of it on a cotton pad because I find that like it leaks. So to combat that, I put it on a cotton pad, and then I just fill in the ends of my brows. Like I focus more on the ends of my brows. Just gonna fill in this brow, and then I'm gonna try to show you how I'm doing it on this side. Okay, so I've just done this side. I'm gonna do this side now. A really good tip for when you're filling in your brows is try not to match them identically. Brows are sisters, not twins, so I like to just kind of follow the natural shape and then try and make it similar but not exactly identical, because then you're never going to get that, and then you'll end up messing up your brows because you're trying to get them the exact same. And no one ever really notices when they're a little bit off anyway. Like, because you're staring at them so much, they'll look more off than they actually are to someone else who's looking at you. Lightly fill in the brows to my desired shape. Gonna fill them properly off camera, so just so I can like look into the mirror properly, and then I'll get back to you. So I've now filled my brows. Now I need to blend out the concealer that's on my eyes. And what I do is I like to blend it from light to dark, so light to dark, and just blend that out. But the first thing I'll do is blend out my upper lip first. So I'm gonna blend that out. Then we're gonna move on to underneath my eyes. Really tap in that area first. Don't try and like drag it out first. Just keep it there and tap to blend it out. Tap. Don't drag. Now this side is blended. Now we're going to move on to the other side. So remember to just keep tapping in that area first and then start to blend out. Just blend that right on top of the blush. I'm just gonna blend it over my eyelids a bit as well, just the excess. Just blend. Now that we're done blending, we're gonna move on to powder. And my camera died, so just went to go change the battery. Now we're gonna move on to powder. So I use the one size, this is the travel size, little one, translucent powder. I just use these little triangle sponges. I find that the triangle sponges work fine for me. Then I just tap a little bit of the powder onto the lid and then just press that in the inner corners of my eyes. This does blend in very well, so don't be scared about how light it looks right now. I'm just gonna put a little bit on top of my lip as well. And a bit on my forehead too. Just in the areas that get really oily, so pretty much my T-zone. I don't like to bake. I immediately brush it off with a nice fluffy brush. Just dust it all off immediately. So now the areas that I've put in, they're really nice and matte. So the next thing I'm going to do is actually put some lip plumper on. I like to put this on at this point of my makeup just so my lips can be nice and plumped by the time I finish my makeup look. Whilst lips are pumping, I'm going to move on to some powder. This is a foundation powder. I just like to lightly put this everywhere else that I didn't put the translucent powder. So after that, we're going to move on to some powdered contour slash bronzer. I kind of mix the two shades together. This is the Devious Place in Deep Dark. Take an angled brush and I just blend the two together. And I've just put that in the same places that I put the cream contour. Now we're going to go with powdered blush. I only use the top mauvey shade. This is the Devious Place Blushed Volume 1. Tap off the excess and then I just put it lightly on my cheeks. Just for that extra blush. Put a little bit lightly over my nose too. Basically almost done. Next is some setting spray just to set everything on my face. Just going to use a little bit of this NYX Bear With Me first. It's nearly finished, I need to buy another one. But I just spray this on my face. Just gonna go with that first so the makeup can like melt into my skin and blend in. I want a matte look today, so I'm gonna go in with the Milk Makeup Matte Setting Spray. This is so good. If you're looking for full matte, even if you have oily skin, because I have very oily skin, this makes your face fully matte. After that, we do some mascara. So I'm using the Maybelline Sky High. This is the best mascara. This is the primer, so I go in with some primer first. This makes your lashes so long, so nice. Like, this is the best mascara I've used, hands down. Then I go with the Sky High actual mascara. I just used the regular one, but I really want to get that cosmic black one. I want to see how that looks, but this is really amazing. And they've got other colors too. They've got like there's a blue one and there's a burgundy one. Right, so I finished applying the mascara. Now I'm gonna take some eyeliner and I'm just gonna add some, if I can open this. I don't know, I kind of broke it and now it's like really hard for me to open this. This is the Revolution, I think it's like called the Renaissance. It looks so pretty, that's why I bought it ages ago. But yeah, I kind of broke it somehow and now it's really hard for me to open it. But it wasn't like that before. But yeah, I just use it to add beauty. I have a beauty spot that's like on the corner of my eye, but that gets covered. And then I just like to add one under my eye over here as well. I just think that it looks really pretty. And we are almost done. Last but not least, some lip gloss. This is the NYX Fat Oil in the shade Supermodel. This is so nice. Like, I love pinky tone things. Mauve, pinky tones, those are my favorite. And that is my makeup complete. I'm just gonna brush my hair and just neaten everything up a little bit, and then I'll come back to you guys. So this is the finished look. If you guys really enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It will mean so much to me. And comment down below what your favorite makeup products are, or any products that you'd like me to try in the future. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!